Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
My name is Sweet Benita, the host for the APC online TV platform. Today is the 30th of October 2022. Time now it's 7 p.m. And this evening we'll have to discuss about our current. Time now it's 7 p.m. And this evening we'll have to discuss. And this evening we're going to discuss about who is Abubakar Mansour, the new chairman elected by the interim chairman, Peter Kunter. And whilst we're there, we've seen so many things have happened within the country. So we'll also try to discuss about a few of them, and we hope people will have a wonderful evening today.
Sweet Bonita, keep going. Keep going. You're like on the show tomorrow, so just keep going.
Oh, okay. Well, again, we need to discuss about how would I say, the entrance of the president from the Guinea. We saw the way he enters into Sierra Leone. I don't know if maybe there's a war coming through because that entrance for us was a bit uncalled for. But again, we were not even informed by the administration that we'll be having a visit to Sierra Leone. Again, that makes it a bit really worrisome for all Sierra Leoneans because we know that the government is supposed to protect life and property, but what we saw on Friday was totally a means to let us know that the government is literally not consequencing what's going on or informing the member of public what are the issues or concerns within the country.
Well, my
And
question to you, Sweet Bonita, has any government ever made a public announcement
yes,
there is a visiting
yes,
head of state?
yes.
One that is coming from a country that has been ruled by a military junta.
Well, either military or democratic, they have to because at least the people in that country will be able. Oh, we're having a guest. X, Y, and Z will be visiting us.
Okay. So what I'm trying to understand about the show tomorrow, how are you going to structure the show? Do you want to run down on how you're structuring the show?
Well, again, because like for me, I don't really have much information about this gentleman that he's the chairman. So definitely, I'll have to let the public know. I don't know him. This is my first time coming to have a one-to-one with him. He'll be able to explain himself to us, myself, and our viewers.
Okay. So what sort of questions will you be putting to him? Obviously, you don't need to tell the public you don't know him. He is a guest on your show. Obviously, you just need to bring him in and start asking him questions. So how would you go about it?
Well, first of all, I'm like one of the things I know. They said he was a member of the NRM. If that,
Fantastic. That is a good question to start with. Fantastic.
because being part the NRM is the people that took the APC to court. So again, if that's one of their chairman that they've chosen, then we can see why. But again,
Okay. So if you ask him if he's NRM and he says no, what next?
Well, again, it's just to let him know that this is what the general public are saying. You are part of NRM, and
But
sure
he has said no to you. I am not part of NRM. Where do you go from there?
Well, again, because one thing I'm going to do, like asking him about NRM, I just need to speak to what's the guy's name? There was this guy that was pro NRM. Now he has changed completely, and I don't know if it's Kaloko. I'll ask him if he was. So if he says no, then I can say, well, I have a proof that you were. So why do you have to say such a stuff that you are not?
Okay. Can I make a couple of suggestions about tomorrow's show and how it should be structured? So I personally think your first question should be, who is Abubakar Mansour? So when he comes online and you've done all the pleasantries and greetings, so your first question should be, who is Abubakar Mansour? Give him 5 minutes to talk about himself. That should be the starting point. Who is he? So he gives you 5 minutes about himself. Don't let him go for too long. We don't want a 5-page biography. Then once he's done that, then I think the next question, which you just said, the perception is you are part of the NRM group. Can you I don't know, can you tell us a bit about that? Now, if he comes back and says I am not part of the NRM group, then you say, okay, well, you have been appointed by Peter Conte. What is your relationship with Peter Conte? He has to answer that. Then once he has answered that section, treat that as your first section. Now the second section is now about he is now you are appointed. What does that mean? Nobody knows what it means. Interim chairman, it's a meaningless title. So what does that mean? What does it mean for APC UK and I? What does it mean for the diaspora? What sort of things are you planning to put in place for the APC UK and I? So again, I think that second section should be about what his plans are for APC UK and I. Because I assume, Sweet Bonita, you will want to know, is he going to appoint chairs of the chapters? Is he going to appoint a branch executive? What exactly is he doing? Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
And then I think
what will be your role, or what will be your what's going to be your role?
How literally long are you here for? Are you here for the next 3 months? Because one of the things I heard somebody say the other day, oh, he's here to take us to election. Well, whose election? 2023 or branch election? Whose election is there for take to? Nobody knows. I mean, another question you can ask him is, well, have you spoken to the key stakeholders, like the elders, like the branch, like the chapter chairs? Who have you actually made contact with? So I think that second section, because the first section is about him, the person, Abubakar. No. That's the first section. The section is your vision for the branch and exactly what are you doing here. And then the third section, because I think you should have it in 3 sections, the third section should then be all the comments people will be posting on social media. So this is where I think Mo comes in, because he needs to be flashing the different comments, not too fast. Flash a comment that comes on screen that somebody asks a question, both of you would see the question, and he needs to answer the question. And if he begin give you them vague what's the answer, you press him up. It is not combat, but he needs, in your mind, he needs to answer the viewer's question and not answer his own question. So I think 3 sections about the man himself, about the branch, section 2, section 3. He needs to answer the comments on social media. And once you've done those 3 sections, I think if there's still time, then you start talking about general politics. Because again, you need to know what his politics are. For example, Cherry Coco say about the PR system. What are his views about the PR system? Because again, as the UK and I, we should be feeding into whatever Sierra Leone is doing. Well, Cherry Coco don't say he will get people out on a protest. Does he agree with that? I don't know. Nobody knows. So it is trying to tease out as much information from him as possible, if that kind of makes sense. What do you think?
Yeah, that's for sure, definitely. I'll just try to write most of those questions down.
Okay, I think sit and think about, if you were the viewer, what would you want to hear Peter Conte say, or what would you want the host to ask? I think that's.
No, but again, I think the question will be, when a question is asked, then you are anticipating an answer from it. Or based on his answer, then you can ask a question from his own answer.
Yes.
Because again,
because when somebody asks,
himself, then I'm like, oh, then if he said this, why is this?
Yeah.
Because again, when I said he's NRM, and it's like, no, I'm not.
And then because in your mind, you know he probably is. If he wasn't, then why was he appointed? Because an NRM person, then they appoint now. So then you would then ask him more questions about that.
Yes.
So yeah. So it has to be a lot of give and take. Keep it very engaging. Push him, because don't forget, a high percentage of our viewers will be APC UK and I, and they would want you not to be fighting him, but to push him for us to understand. Okay, I'll give it. I need to leave the show tomorrow understanding what he's there for, how long he's there for, which faction he belongs to, and what's his vision for our branch in the next 6 months. That is what I personally want to leave the show understanding. Now, some other people will want to leave the show understanding what his world views are. I personally don't. Me and me branch. If that kind of makes sense.
I was thinking, like, if I can also ask him if he has engaged the former executive.
Yeah, that is a perfect.
Because that's something like, if you have engaged them, you understand, where do you stand with them? Because at the end of the day, it's like going to be a transition. If they are leaving, you coming in, they should be able to say, oh, this is it, this is it, this is it. But if you don't know nothing, what are you going to do?
Well, a basic practical thing. If you not engage with Simeon, you don't have access to our bank account. If you don't engage with Owankasu, you don't have access to our TV platform. So again, that is a very, very good question. Could you make a note? That is a fantastic question. If you haven't spoken to the chapter chairs, the chapters will not support you. So how long has he been appointed for? About 3 weeks now?
Maybe, I don't even know. Apart from when Mo brought it up, I think from time Mo have spoken about it, maybe this is now the 3rd week or so.
Well, in 3 weeks, you are the interim chair.
3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Okay.
So if you're the interim chair, in 3 weeks, you haven't picked up the phone to speak to Mustafa and Simeon, speak to Sanusi, Tambanano, Kangaman in 3 weeks, then there clearly is a problem. Why aren't you talking to those guys? Because those are the guys, literally, like for me, so now Tamba therefore say support this man. If Tamba not say so, I will not support it. And even if Tamba say support this man, we will have to have a serious conversation about that. But you know where we're going.
Yeah.
And more importantly, why did Peter Conte appoint you? What is it about you that he picked out of all the UK and I? As far as I know, Peter Conte no one did tap in England. So out of the one UK and I, and that is a question you should ask him. Why did Peter Conte choose you?
Choose him, yeah. And also, if maybe I can ask him, like, oh, do you know if somebody else was elected and the person rejected that position?
Yes. So
why did you have to?
Yeah, that is a good question. This position has been bouncing around for how long? Somebody rejected it, and you could have a look if you can find Oliver's rejection letter, and he made it clear why he rejected it. If Oliver rejected it, then why did you accept it? And he would probably give a very good answer. We should not discount that he might not have a very, very good answer for us, but the question should be asked.
Okay. No, yeah, because those are the things. It's like, why he says no, you said yes. What's the question?
Yeah. But I think it will be a very, very good show because nobody knows who he is. I personally don't know who he is. I think a lot of people will ask a lot of strong questions on social media. Again, Mo has to be very selective in the ones that he chooses. I mean, a lot of people will ask the same question over and over and over and over again.
Any question, hey man, so and Delvin ask, I will display them.
I will display myself.
Any question where man, so and Delvin ask, I will display.
We will not be censored. We will not be censored. But
no, I'm joking.
I think
of course I'll be selective.
No, you have to show don't show. There will be a lot of negative ones. There will be a lot of positive ones. You need to find a good balance.
Yes.
A really good balance. Now,
don't trust me. That's the brother.
Huh?
I don't trust Mo. That's the brother.
Mona we covered with integrity.
The platform APC Big Pass. This is the reason why I like Comrade Queta. The con salon, he big pass everybody. And we own party, a big pass even the party APC party big pass Samura. So
yes, definitely.
Yes, now the party. So it no matter whether I'm my brother, me so when I don't be allowed be NRM. So it's like that's why I'm not saying NRM. Me so when I me, I'll be asked question, but don't ask. I'll leave that for Delwin and Manso to ask.
Okay, Sweet Bonita, can I ask you about Sweet Bonita and Mo? At the end of the show, just before before Sweet Bonita says goodbye to him, can Sweet Bonita ask him 3 rapid fire questions? Rapid fire, and this is going to be very controversial. Tell him you're going to ask him 3 questions, and he has to answer very quickly.
Yeah, very quickly. Yes.
Samura or Sam Sumana? He has to answer.
Yes. No. That is true. No, you have to do that.
Let's give him 3 questions that he has to answer. Give me another controversial one. What else?
1 second. Let me. Samura or Sam Sumana. 1 second.
Yeah.
Samura.
VPs, Cherry Coco, or who else is in the frame as VP?
Nana. No, not even Akisoya. That woman Konomani, Diana
Konomani, yeah. So you would say choice for flag bearer, Sam Sumana or Samura. Choice for VP, He has to answer it. And the final one would be, it is light-hearted as well. It's not a very serious, it's just a very light-hearted. What would the final one be?
The final one, we're going to have our convention. Because since you're part of the interim now.
Yeah, but no,
not that. Let's ask about content. Let her ask after Peter content 21-man committee. What are the friction? I don't know how you gonna coin that.
No. We're talking about the 3 rapid fire questions.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The last one.
What was it?
No, the last one I said. Okay, the first one. Samura or Samsumana.
Yeah.
The second one is Cherry Coco or Diana Konomani.
Yeah.
And the third one, no, it not go make sense. 21-man committee. Why 21-man committee? Anyway,
it is not a why question. It is either or. It's an either or question. Uda, you know Sylvia Blyden, yeah? Can we ask him Sylvia Blyden or Adebayo?
Yes.
Because
Sylvia or
Adebayo is crazy as
I think let's either Adebayo with any other person, not Sylvia. We should not give Sylvia a platform, please.
Okay, who is the other toxic? Who is well? I don't want to say toxic. Who is the other blogger that we know?
We can also ask about these NPL. What are they? You know where this guy is? Cashbox.
I don't know.
Ibrahim Fofana?
No, not Ibrahim. No, it's not Ibrahim. No.
Yeah, but Cashbox with Ibrahim, Cashbox, People's Power, and Queta.
Okay, no. Then what we're gonna say? People's Power or Adebayo?
Okay, yeah. That's fine. People because they
People's Power or Adebayo.
Yeah.
Because these are the same people, but people don't know.
Yeah.
People's Power and Adebayo, they are the same.
Okay, so we just want to know which one he prefers, because again, that tells you to me if you say Adebayo, you lack cost and all that. Whereas if you say People's Power again, so again, it is very light-hearted. It's just 3 very rapid fire questions. Da, and then you thank him, and then that's it. Are you going to do 2-hour show or 1-hour show?
1 hour. Sweet Bonita, now 1 hour. I don't want to let he grill and too much for me. I beg.
Did you see? I said if more is there, more will. No, but again, we will do an hour depending on how the questions will go, how the platform will be engaging.
Well, I'll go. Do you still remember your questions, or I have to go all the way back and look your questions, because we need to put everything together, and I'll go on Mansour as well.
I think
so. We need to put all the questions together.
I think I actually went on to the forum. I just checked this morning and cleared and.
Then we need an intro as well. We still get Naya, and then video them the intro of APC, then the outro. We need those 2.
The intro, not to everyday politics one day. Could you play the
I can play there is victory. That's all. I can download them. They are play them. The intro.
I can take the everyday politics intro and just change and put Sweet Bonita there.
Yes, please do that. And the outro as well, please.
Okay, leave it with me. I will do it tonight. Well, this in and send
No,
it to
no,
you.
no. Let's do it now. You na you na diamond. You had to forget. So let's do it now.
No, I'm literally on a different PC. I need to go into my other PC to get onto Canva. So
let me try. Listen, let me try and do the. Give me team viewer add and password. Let me do the camera for you now on this laptop while she's doing other stuff.
Pardon?
Give me the ID and password for team viewer. Let fix your camera now.
Okay, so but have we finished the testing now? Is everything done? Okay, well for a start, I can see that ticker that is running underneath it. That's wrong.
Oh no, this not for the day.
Okay, so isn't it what's
I thought you were gonna change it to us. I mean, because that side in a you on side.
Right, well, do you want me to change the ticker and I'll check the caption?
I thought you have something to do with us and something to do with ABS.
Right, okay.
I thought you separated them the last time.
Okay, that's fine. This evening, that's fine.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, well,
thank you very much from there.
So that means every time I'm asking one of it, then I'll tell him, see, this one, we are not going to put that, Sylvia. No? People's Power, they buy out then Cherry Cocoa.
I don't ask us all. I don't put them for you.
Yeah. No, but we Sylvia one. So People's Power and Cherry Cocoa.
Listen, sweet boys. I said I've got 1 minute for you, Mr. Mansari. You have to answer yes or
no.
Yes or no. Samura Kamara or Samsumana?
But that can not be yes or no answer. They have to call the name. It can be yes or no. So or Diana.
No, not a yes or no. They give for calling name. Hello, how are you?
So it's gonna be Samura Kamara or Samsumana.
Yeah, that's one. The second one is for VP.
People's Power.
No, for VP, Cherry Cocoa, Diana
Kamamani. Cherry Cocoa and Diana.
And for bloggers, no call Sylvia Blythe in the Omiano Wairi name.
People's Power or Adebayo.
But Adebayo is not APC though.
It's not by APC, it's bloggers.
No, it is just blogging. It's just bloggers. It's just bloggers.
It's just
bloggers. Listen.
People's Power, they APC.
Yes, People's Power is definitely APC.
Is it?
Well, I don't know, but one can tell me say meet them. They say this way get bad big voice. If it's very small, People's Power, they say if it's very small.
No, but did you not see Samson there? This is individually Samson.
Yes, I know. Delwin, I get something last video before they kill him in audio. I get him.
Could you send it to me so I can just save it on?
The 10th of August. I get him. I send it now.
Okay.
Maybe we can make a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Sweet Bonita, just to the structure for tomorrow is first section. Obviously, you do your introduction, then he comes online. The first section is about him. The second section is about his vision for the branch. The third section is comments from the social media.
Yeah, and while we're on that second section, that's where I was asking, have you reached out to the Secretary General, to the chairman?
Yeah, because it's about the branch, Yes. I'll be surprised. I'll be astonished if he hasn't, because they're not going to
this is 3 weeks. This is 3 weeks, so if it has.
And what I want to know is he going to have a full executive? Because the executive not to 54 man people.
You guys know we are still live. You want me to end the live stream?
Yes. Good, yes.
This is on the testing though.